Hello and welcome! Silrace here with Support Sunday, and as you can see I am playing Lieutenant Morales, who is the medic from StarCraft, finally added to the game, or well finally was added a little bit ago, but I'm finally making a video of her. I am teamed up with D, and this is post-gameplay commentary. I recorded the game, but I didn't want to record our, well, voice com chat on top of it, so I am doing post-gameplay commentary on it. This is also the second game I played on Morales. Essentially, I am, at this point when I was playing the game, completely, well, unfamiliar with the hero still. It's like, well, I played one game, I know what these abilities mostly do. So, yeah, I make a whole lot of plays which make no damn sense because I'm still trying to learn the hero, and in general, there are two ways I approach trying and learning a new hero. Either I go way too hard on it, as in I try to force plays to happen to see how much and how far I can take that hero, or then I play extremely passive. And typically I do the first one. It's like I go aggressive, I make as many plays as I can, and when I start figuring out which kind of plays do not work with that hero, then I start cutting back on them. Then I start slowly cutting back on that stuff. So typically when I play my first games on various heroes, I end up dying a bit more than I normally do while I'm trying to get used to the hero. As for Morales herself, well, firstly let's talk about some gameplay here. Drop out the grenade and stuff and keep my healing beam on the friendly Raynor while he's busy shooting at the bear running all over the place. We already killed the bear once, because it is a bad, nasty bear. So, mana issues early on in the game, and no way really to alleviate the mana issues early on in the game, because, well, that is a second bear pelt we have gathered, so have a nice rug being made for the, well, for the fireplace at the hearth, which probably does not exist in the StarCraft universe, but oh well, never mind. And Diablo is going way too hard. So Morales is kind of interesting, has two very distinctive heroic abilities, has no escape whatsoever, and well, is kind of a kind of weak also, like, offensively. Like, talents don't really buff her offense all that much, is still kind of weak offensively. And as you can see, these massive mana issues when trying to heal people early on. It's like, especially when people go a little too hard and like try to go and, well, kill all the enemies, then yeah, massive mana issues. And like I said, the talent-wise, there is no real way to alleviate those mana issues early on either. So the mana regeneration talents come a bit later. Even her trait is just pure self-heal. I guess time to talk about the abilities here quick. So the trait first. Lieutenant Morales heals herself, or percentages of her health, when she has been outside of combat or hasn't taken damage for, like, was it 4 seconds? And then she starts healing herself for quite a lot. So essentially that way she can stick around for a long time in combat. Like, as long as you can avoid a bit of damage for a little bit, you can get up to your maximum health very rapidly. And this was a very interesting play here by the Sylvan. Has no idea what she was trying to do here. It's like, why would she like run into all these enemies? Also, so Morales' first ability is this green beam you see here, me using on D. It's her heal, essentially. You pop that on a target and it stays on that target if the target stays in range, or if you stay in range of the target. And you can, well, swap it between targets, as you can see, and it keeps continuously healing the target. It does not drain mana unless there are hit points you need to be healing with it. So that is a very nice part of it. So you can just keep the beam on. Once the target starts taking damage, you start healing the damage. Otherwise, it does not drain your mana at all. The second ability of Morales is a absorption shield of sorts. Like, it is not a shield, it's just straight up lowers damage taken by 25%. Which is a very useful ability overall. It's like that, like 25% is not a crazy lot, I'll be honest with that. It's like, it is just not a crazy lot. But it can definitely keep a target alive through a situation they would otherwise not survive through. And Morales has one of the very good survival talents on level 1, which, well, after you drop down to below 50% HP, you get that on yourself instantly, with no mana cost, on a 20-second cooldown on it. That is kind of nifty way for Morales to try to survive, because she just has no escape. Her only possible escape would be using her third ability, which is a grenade, which once it collides with an enemy, it knocks those enemies, well, backwards. So with that said, that it is a skill shot, which makes it a little bit tough occasionally to use. There is the grenade knocking back some of the minions and stuff, so it can be a bit tough to use because well, it is a skill shot, and it has a bit of a, well, slowish flight duration. So if somebody is like just not at your face, then it can be a little annoying to deal with. And from the play of that of the Tychus, I should have expected the Butcher to be in here, actually. So I shouldn't have been that far forward. But like I explained when I started this thing, to me, these early few games when I play a hero, they are very much about like, how much can I get away with? Just how much can I survive? Can I survive with 3 guys charging at me? Can I get, like, what can I do with the hero? And so that's part of the reason why you see me doing some very aggressive positioning. Even though I might not be able to survive it, I need to figure out, can I? So yeah, well, it's my preferred method of doing this stuff. You know, just like, you know, but I am just wandering around, keeping the healing beam on D. Morales cannot heal herself. It's like this healing beam cannot be used on herself. You just have to wait for your trait to start, well, going off and healing me, like you can see happening here as well. After I haven't taken damage for a while, there is, well, can start healing through the, well, trait for quite a bit. Although Morales does have a little bit of a talent which makes it so that when you are healing somebody with your healing beam, you're also healing yourself. That alleviates the issue just a little bit more as well. I was experimenting with that talent too, but I haven't decided yet what is the build on Morales I really want. The first level talent of like having the self like shield it seems really good, really strong, and that seems like a good idea to pack. And the she gets a block. Well, basically most heroes get a block on level 1 as a possibility, like most melee heroes anyway. But her block comes at level 4, and it gives it has 3 charges instead of 2, as is the most level 1 block talents get with 2 charges. So she has an advanced block, and it's actually named that. It's named advanced block. Allows her to live a little bit better, which is kind of interesting, considering that she has no escape, so she needs that extra survivability, because if people start diving on her, she can really be burned to death a whole lot. And here we have some really aggressive team fights and whatnot. I need to heal this Sylvanas before she blows up. Do you see how fast this thing heals though? It's like, look at that, look at that health bar going up. Yeah, it drains a whole lot of mana and so forth, and that was a weird grenade, completely missed grenade. Like I mentioned, it's a skill shot. So yeah, this is it heals a lot, but as you can see, I'm completely out of mana once again. It's like just no mana whatsoever. Issue with the consistent issue I had with Morales so far is like the mana problems. After you, like, yeah, sure, you can really stack up somebody's health bar very rapidly, but damn, yeah, it can be like really tricky to keep it going because of the mana issues, especially in prolonged team fights. And team is fighting without me here, which is a little bit annoying because it's like, yeah, I could have changed this team fight quite a bit, but you folks chose to fight without me. Granted, pushing with the boss is kind of important, but there's no real reason to like give away that many kills with it. Very nice more because it saved the Diablo. So I was all happy with that. And I was like, yeah, I couldn't save you anyway, but now I can. And I wanted more bear pelts, but we get a tiger's belt, so I guess that's okay. Although that might be a little bit harsh or hard to sleep on because of the ceramic armor and stuff. But hey, fine, alright. Let's get a keep as well. Why the heck not, huh? Right, Battlefield of Eternity being the map actually, but forgot to mention that. Team makeups are really interesting here as well. Tesla is better, I guess, overall support now than before. And hey, people, you don't need to re-engage right away. Please, like, just walk back with me here a little bit. I can heal this Diablo up a little bit. It's like, let's just walk out of here because that's what Morales does. She like ambles out of places slowly. Because she has no escape. It's like, cannot go anywhere. Also, cannot do the Uther thing of like, divine shield myself and run like a crazy person away from everything. So, lacking that. Also, yeah. But other than that, Morales looks really fun. Like, you just have to get used to the playstyle. And also, I did go Steam Drone. For this, like, I know everybody is talking about the Medivac and everyone's like, yay, Medivac, it could be fun, and it could obviously entirely screw your team. I figured the Steam Drone, especially once I stick it on the Raynor here, the Steam Drone, yeah, please melt this entire team, thank you, because that would be like, look at the speed the Butcher melts with the Steam Drone and Raynor, yeah. I'm loving the Steam Drone so far, like a whole lot. That was a very nice mod. We all walked into it, but hey, I still have some mana, so I can heal people up. Heal. Yep, there we go. And I'm out of mana. There's a consistent issue with Morales, like, out of mana. I healed this guy up, but now I'm out of mana again. Right. So, no healing without mana, unfortunately. Anyways, this is not Brightwing who can heal completely without mana. I'm just wandering around like, okay, well, let's go join the Immortal fight then. I am without mana though, and Butcher is charging me and the entire team left me, and here I made a massive mistake, which cost me essentially my life. You saw me throw the grenade in the wrong direction, right? I could have knocked back the Butcher there, and I could possibly have gotten away with it, so like gotten alive out of that. But the entire team left, they didn't peel for me, they didn't stay around to peel for me. Maybe I should have left just a tad earlier, maybe, possibly. But yeah, anyway. I was the last out, they took advantage of that, really good play by the enemy team and really bad play by me because I missed the grenade. So yeah, thankfully our team managed to get a couple extra kills here. I am on my way to join this team fight and trying to figure out which one of these talents I really want here. The double safeguard seems really good, and safeguard being the 25% reduction in like put the safeguard on and then get slammed by the goddamn Butcher, because why the heck not? And also put another safeguard on and then start healing, and look at the mana bar go down. Like, really? Look at the mana bar go down. Oh my gosh. Wow. Like, if we're talking about wow, Illidan really went hard there, huh? But that was a fairly good engage overall, because we were in a place to get the kill with the Diablo charge. Very nice charge there, very good job. And then we can start pushing this lane. And I do have my Steam Drone ready for turning Raynor into a machine gun man. because, well, he carries an assault rifle, at least with this skin, what looks like an assault rifle with a scope on it, but it turns into a full-blown 50 caliber machine gun with a steam drone on. Steam drone is just nasty on any kind of a ranged auto attacker, and I really like that. I really love this combination. Of course, here we are kind of dead because of positioning and whatnot. I put this steam drone on Rainer, and he stays around to kill everybody, but I did end up paying for it with my own life because like my own positioning mistake and well, more or less medic not having an escape. So my bad, but I figured, well, Raynor killed everybody else. This was kind of okay. So overall kind of okay. As you can see, we are getting an entire wipe on the enemy team just for the price of one Morales. That's kind of okay. You can just push the core here, but people want to do, do various little towers too. I am almost up, so I could be on my way here. And then there is a Butcher with Furnace Blast destroying the Sylvanas and destroying the rest of the team too, seems like it. Although Diablo gets away and then goes back in, which is very interesting. Like, not necessarily the best possible idea. Illidan going out there to die, and we have to pull off the core and leave the core at 60% health. And then there is dudes coming in. Morales, well, look at the distance I could still heal from. Like, yeah, that's what I have figured out afterwards. What Morales has to do, like, you have to think you are a Nazebo with Ravenous Spirit. Except instead of dealing damage to the enemies, you hide behind a wall and you heal from over the wall. So and then you hope that your teammates keep the enemies busy and don't come do your stuff, come and slaughter you from the other side of the wall. So yeah, that seems to be the way to play Morales the most. It's very hard to do like the kind of melee plays you can do with Uther, for example. Just go in there and trust the fact that you have double self-heal and that you have a divine shield to really save yourself. And there is a steam drone on Raynor. And Raynor, look at the speed that the thing melted because of stuff, and I messed up also, but Diablo gets the kill. Aimed the grenade wrong. I wanted to knock the guy to the side, to the wall, instead of at all forward, but ended up knocking him forward. Not really good with aiming the grenade yet, but been working on it. Anyway. That entire team wipe catches us this game. Thank you very much for watching. Hopefully you learned something about this Morales video. I at least learned how to play her a little bit.